Hi everyone, I'm Bérénice Robert and I'm the author of Modern Punch Needle. I'm here today to present you my book, and as you can hear, I'm French, so I live near Paris, and I beg you to pardon my very bad accent. I'm very nervous, so my accent is getting worse, so I'm trying my best. So if you have some question, do not hesitate to ask me, and I will do my best to answer you. So my book is Modern Punch Needle, and it has 14 projects that I will present you. So I began Punch Needle 2 years ago. I discovered it on Instagram, and I was seduced by this craft because it's very easy to master, and then when you master it, you can do everything you want very easily. And as you can see in the book, you can do some cushion, pillow, some wall hangings, and also some toy for your kid, and purse and everything. You can also personalize some your clothes, and making some fun project like this trio of Hello D, like this brooch. So I want to we are going to see some of the project I made for this book, and then I will make you a short demonstration of Punch Needle because I have my tools with me, and I want to show you how to do this. You will see it's very easy, and you can do it you can master it in few hours, I will see. So I think my favorite project in this book is the pillow I made. I will show you. Okay. Hello, Susie. So this pillow, it's made of different texture. So I use different stitches to make this and make it very fun to do. So, and you can oh, sorry. I lose my words, but I will do this. So you can do, it's made with loops and flat stitches, and also shank stitches here. So it's very interesting because you can mix the texture and make something very cozy for your sofa. I also made some purse, and I will show you if I found it. Oh, some pouch I would say. So it's a fun craft. It's a fun project to do, and it is a good idea for making Christmas gift, because Christmas is near, so it's time to think about it. So you can you can think it's not very strong, but I can assure you that it's very strong. And if you are not sure, you can also put some lightweight woven fusible interfacing in the back, so it can resist everything. It can resist very good. The fun. So I will present you now maybe the technique, because it will be more easy after to talk about the different projects. So to punch, you need a punch needle. So there is a lot we exist, but I use the Oxford punch needle with the Rolls Royce for the punch needle. It's a very comfortable tool because it's in wood, and it's perfect to, but it's very expensive. So if you want to test the craft, you can begin with a needle in one adjustable punch needle like this, with not very expensive, and it allows you to see if you like the craft or not. And you will need also some fabric. So here it's monk's cloth. It's it's cotton, and it's very how can it's the I don't know how to say, but it's a kind of cross stitch fabric, and it's very comfortable to punch, but you have to sew the edges because it's very, as you can see, you can lose all the thread of the fabrics. And you will also need a hoop, who is a non-slip hoop, as you can. Oh, it's very difficult. A hoop with who stuck the fabric, and then you can punch, and the fabric doesn't move. So it's very practical. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but as you can hear, I'm very, very nervous. So maybe I will breathe, and it will be okay. So do not hesitate to ask me all the questions you want. I will do my best to answer you, and maybe it will be easier for me if you ask me something precise. So when you have the punch needle, you have to choose the one you want. So the Oxford or the adjusted punch needle. You have your fabric. You have your hoop. You put your fabric on the hoop and make it very, very, very straight, like this. And then it doesn't move. And then you have to choose also your thread. So I use different kind of thread. You can use wool, you can use acrylic, you can use cotton of different sizes. So the best sizes is 4 medium weight and 5 bulky weight. 5 is for the Oxford punch needle 10 regular, so the most common used punch needle, and also the adjustable punch needle. And the 4 bulky medium weight is for the small punch needle, the 14 and the 10, the 10 fine. There is also the ultra punch needle, who allows you to customize your jacket. It's the one I use in this project that you use with embroidery floss, and it's another kind of punch needle, another kind of fabric. So you can use on every fabric. So it's today I'm will concentrate myself on the punch needle, this punch needle, those punch needle. So when you choose your yarn, when you have chosen your yarn, your punch needle, and you have your fabric on your hoop, you can just punch with your punch needle. So you choose the one you want. I will use the 10 regular, and I will show you how to do the different stitches, which are the base for punch needles. So first of all, you have to thread your punch needle. That's what I explained here in the beginning of the book here. So here. So I explained this for the Oxford and for the adjustable punch needle. So it's very, very easy with the Oxford punch needle. You just have to take a piece of wool or acrylic or whatever you want. Then you put it in the little hole here, and then you have to push it. No. You just have to you insert it in the hollow needle, and then it's okay. You can just begin. So I will just check the comment. So when you've done this, you just have to begin to punch. So you put the thread in the fabric, and you do it. I will take my book to find the right word, because yes, it's difficult for me. So yes. So yes, yeah. So to punch, when you have your punch needle, you just have to take it as a pencil, and then you hold the tool like you hold a pencil, and you put the needle in the fabric, and then you take it back to you, and you insert it a few millimeters later, and then you continue to do this, and you can make the design that you want. So here you have the flat stitch, and in the back you have the loop stitch. So there are the two stitches which you can do with punch needle, and it's very simple. And then once you begin, you continue. You can draw. I didn't do this here, but you can draw your form with a pencil like this. Oh, maybe you know. Yes. And then you just have to follow the line you draw like this. I don't know if you can see it. And then you go to the center of the form. And you have to remember that you always work on the back of your creation. And if you want to make the loop appears on the front of your creation, you just have to turn the hoop. So I will so now you just know the two main stitches in punch needle, so the flat stitches and the loop stitches, and you also can cut the loop to obtain the shack stitches. It's like a fur. I don't know how to describe this, but it's add some texture to your creation. To begin, I recommend you to to use to make simple design like this one. It's very easy to do, and you can use different punch needle or just one. Here I use two, the Oxford 14 mini and the 10 regular, I think. Yes, and the 10 fine also. So I use three, but you can just use one or two. It's as you want, and it's very simple to do. And you do not have to you don't have to buy this kind of hoop, because here I use the technique of gluing the fabric into the hoop, so it doesn't move, and it's very easy to punch on this kind of frame. And then you can also use some wood frame on which you staple the fabric, as I did here, and it's very simple also, and it make a great decoration on the wall. So it's a great project for beginner, and very, very easy to do. Then I explained how to staple the frame on the fabric on the frame, and then report your design and punch it. And here I use also the 3 kind of stitches, shack stitches, flat stitches, and the loop stitches. Here is one of my favorite pieces also. It's look like a weaving, because I began craft with weaving, so it reminds me this era. So I added some fringes to this punch needle piece. It's very easy to add, and it has also some texture, very interesting. Then here we have this Arctic Fox wall hanging, which is perfect for kid rooms. So with this little guy, this little penguin, that you will also learn to do in this book. So it's a very fun project, and you can also do this with your kids, because it's not very complicated, and a child can do this also. And then you have, if you can sew, you have a sewing machine, or you can hand sew also, but it's a little bit longer. You can do some fun accessories like this pouch, as I showed you in the beginning, or also I made some other project. But this penguin toy, or also the pillow, it's very, very easy to do, and the sewing is very easy, because you have just 4 sewing to do, and it's very easy, and the result is fun, and make some great gift for Christmas. And I also made some accessories for you, for for everything. So like this storage pouch, which is a little bit one of the most complicated, I think, project in the book, because the sewing is quite difficult. Enfin, not so difficult, but more difficult than the other. And then the biggest project in this book is this round poof. It's not complicated, but it's take patience to do this, because it's quite big. It's 33 diameter. It's 33 inches diameter, so it's yes, it's quite big, but the result was it. And then at the end, at the end you have the pattern that you can reproduce on your fabric. So you just have to put it under light so you can reproduce it easily. Some are not in the scale, so you have to copy this and then make it bigger, or yes, bigger. And you have also the length of yarn you have to use for all projects and the color, but also of course you can change the color to make it fit with your interior. Like I love the mustard and the rust and the off-white, so that's kind of my color, so I use a lot. But if you don't like, of course you can change and use the one you like. Thank you, Donna. I saw your question. How does it not come out from the back? As I said, I use a lightweight woven fusible interfacing to make sure it doesn't move, but it's very, very strong and resistant. The stitches are close, so it doesn't move. I have some piece which I didn't lightweight woven fusible interfacing in the back, and it doesn't move. Like I can show you this pouch, and it's very strong, and so it doesn't move. Of course, you have to avoid to give it to your cat or your kid, your little kid, but normally it's very strong. And yes, you will have so much fun to do this. Then I don't know what I was saying before. So you don't need a lot of material to do this, just a little bit of practice, but it's very easy. As you can see, you just have to put the needle in the fabric and then move and make the stitches very easily. The most important is to have the good material. The fabric should not move, because if it's not drum tight in the hoop or in the frame, it will be very difficult for you to punch. So it's the most important. Is the fabric must be drum tight in the hoop or in the frame. Then yes, I wrote. You have in the book all the lengths of yarn you will need, and also the needle I use, and the size of the yarn. So mainly it's 4 and 5, and also the indication for the sewing when needed. You can also make this fun card. You can, for example, send it for Christmas. You can make your own patterns. Make it more Christmassy, because it's not very Christmassy. It's just flowers, but it's very fun to do. Not very difficult, and you can write your wishes on the back of those cards. And yes, I think that's everything I wanted to show you, but I hope you will enjoy punch needle, because it's a very fun craft, and as I said many times, it's very, very easy. If I can do it, you can do this also. So I make some great and original gift for Christmas. So this book, if you are interested, is available on Leisure Arts. And if you try some of those projects, I will be glad to see what you do, and you can send it to me I'm on Instagram, and I can also help you if you want. If you have some issue, I can answer your question. I am on All That Girl, so you can search me, and I will be glad to help you more with this project if you want. So I hope you enjoy this live, and you had and you understood my very bad English. I'm so sorry for this, and I wish you a good day. Here it's a good evening because it's 30 past 6, I think. So see you.